And I am that Zach that you can call. 970-909-0751. Welcome to Community Impact. Um, just as a programming note, just to let you know, starting next week, this show will be found at the same time slot, but a different day. We're going to be on Fridays from now on. That way, we have two shows, two different days, not one or two shows on the same day. Because let's be honest here, you guys have done nothing to me, and who deserves having to face me, 2 hours a day? Nobody. Nobody's done ever anything that wrong. So I'd like to begin this show by saying to all of our veterans out there, current, uh, veteran, future, whatever, thank you. Thank you very much. Happy Memorial Day weekend upcoming to everyone. And please remember, this is the weekend about remembering what people gave to allow us to have our freedoms. This is one of those things that right now, you know what? There's a lot of confusion on what our freedoms actually are. But I would beg for you to look in other countries and see how bad they have it compared to what we have. There's always freedoms here that you cannot see. And if it wasn't for our heroes, we would not have these freedoms at all. So please remember this weekend, every day, if you see a veteran, make sure that you tell them thank you very much for your sacrifice, because your sacrifice allowed me to have the life that I currently live. My name is Zach Clayton. I'm the president and founder of Community Pay It Forward, Community Dare to Care, and PACT, the channel that you're on right now. We are excited to finally say, in conjunction with the great Z World Webs, and I just noticed something very, very important missing on our background. So I at least can have that fixed for the tonight show, packed. But Z World Webs has a huge, huge part of this. Our Community Dare to Care shop is now open. It is a dollar store. We, believe it or not, own a dollar store. Community Pay It Forward. We own access to this dollar store. All you have to do is go to that dollar store, and when you shop with this dollar store, you donate. Not once, but twice. Every donation you make is going to result in a donation to, or I'm sorry, every purchase that you make goes as a donation to our friends at Veterans Community Project. This is a program that is that involves JR. This is a program that involves Brian from Project Die Hard, JR from Veterans Ranch, and Community Pay It Forward. And Mr. Z and I from Z World Webs have been working on this deal for about 6 weeks now, and we finally got the paper signed. We finally got the website going, and now we're just working on getting everything set. It's going to be going through some drastic changes on the way it looks, but right now it's all set up. It's all ready to go. So anytime that you shop, you donate. It's as simple as that. If you scan this little QR code right here, this one, I can't get my finger to point that way because I'm, kind of a moron when it comes to that. I wouldn't be a good weatherman. I'd be doing this when I need to point over here. But anyway, you scan our little QR code here, our little buddy. It's going to take you right to the dollar store link. The dollar store link is fbds.dollarstore.com. Once again, that's fbds.dollarstore.com. Any purchases that you make over $25, shipping is free. This is what the program looks like. This is what the website looks like right now. This is our dollar store program. It is from the dollar store, and yes, we are owners. You can see right here we have everything from home care to office and school supply, health care, toys, decorations, party supplies, Halloween, which is weird that Halloween is the one holiday that's up there. I mean, you know what? We're going to have an experiment here together. Let's see what's on here for Halloween. Oh, I was going to say not a lot, apparently. Uh, Crazy glue. Yeah, that would make one hell of a trick or treat gift. Um, uh, Champagne glasses. Well, we got to get this one figured out. I'll have to call the home store and find out because I don't see much Halloween here, but it looks more like toys to me. But anyway, uh, this is just this is great because everything that you need from a dollar store you can get right here. We've got everything from baby clearance items, and all you have to do is shop from your home where you're sitting right now. You shop. And it's going to show up at your door. Once again, anything over $25, shipping is for free. If you use this little QR code right here, there. Oh, sorry, condensed screen, had to squeeze in. If you use that QR code, it's going to ask you to go on ahead and upload your receipt. What happens when you upload your receipt? Well, it's very simple. It's a wonderful, wonderful, simple thing. What happens is a portion of your purchase goes to veterans, uh, the community, the Veteran Community Project, VCP. We're going to be announcing the website here um, in just a couple days. We finally got it launched at the VCP, so we're working on that. Veteran Community Project is all about saving veteran lives, getting them accustomed to living in the real world after being made to become a weapon for the U.S. government. This helps them get reintegrated back into society. This is in conjunction once again with our great friends at the Veterans Ranch, J.R. Smith and Brian Gibson at Project Die Hard. So please make sure that you check us out, see everything that we do. We are one of the tripod of founders at Community. There you go. Okay. Transitioning. We'll call it transitioning from military to civilian world. Again, that's very good. Yeah, thank God I've got somebody who knows how to speak today. Um, it's not me, obviously. You guys can see this. Anyway, our dollar store is created for one reason. It's to help people. What you do is once you make the purchase from the dollar store, it's going to ask you to please choose another. If you use our little friend here, the QR code, it's going to give you the link to go and find another mission partner that you can support. These are families who need help. This is other veteran causes. Matter of fact, if you want to put on there VCP, you can send the entire donation to VCP. If you want to support somebody who got hurt, can't go to work for a couple weeks. Well, bills don't stop, but the paychecks do. Let's support families who need help. Okay, that's what this dollar store is all about. You'll see on this. You'll see on the app when you click on the QR code. You'll also see a couple other wonderful, wonderful programs, and we're going to be adding one more as of today. And those programs include detox, wonderful, wonderful products of leaves. They're dried leaves, palm leaves that are made that by women in India. Pandey has created a workforce in India for women to take and wash the leaves, dry the leaves, and form them into some wonderful outdoor. They're a substitute for paper plates, is what they are. But what they are, they're just fig leaves that have been dried and formed. You wash them a couple times. You can take and wipe them out, reuse them, do whatever you got to do. And then what happens when they start to fall apart a little bit? You can throw them in your garden because they're all biodegradable. All it does is take and re-nourish the ground and rebuild the earth. So make sure that you check out that detox tab. If you just hover over it, you can visit the detox website and you can order directly through us. Once again, that results in the donation to a mission of your choice. You're also going to see a great program called InPhone. InPhone is one of my favorite things. I don't have I have a normal phone, but I've also got an InPhone, which is all about community pay it forward. It turns your phone into something that's even better than a business card. It has clickable links to where one button touch for text messaging, for video conferencing, for phone calls, for file shares, for all that stuff. InPhone is fairly new to the market. I believe it's 3 years old, something like that. But I mean, it's such a wonderful product. And I beg you, if you have never seen what an InPhone can do, take a look because it's going to impress you. And then the other one right now is Pampered Chef that's currently on there. We work with a wonderful, wonderful lady out of the East Coast with our Pampered Chef. And through the month of May, we still have a little bit of time. Let's please make sure we get on there. 30% of your 30% of your order is going to be going to the mission of your choice. You choose a mission, and we're going to be giving upwards of 30% of your order goes to a mission of your choice. So this is how it works. You upload this to your phone. You make sure that that's always on your phone. That way, whenever you know that something's coming up, like, oh, I don't know, let's see. Oh, I got Memorial Day. How about Memorial Day? That's a holiday that we got coming up. Father's Day. We've got 4th of July. We got some of these other great holidays that are coming up. Plus, it's just summertime. You know, if you're outside enjoying a beverage or two and you don't want to drive to the dollar store, right now is the best way to do this because now you can take and plan for it and have this stuff delivered to your home. And imagine this, it's free if you order over $25 worth of stuff. Absolutely free to get it delivered. Okay. And you get to donate to 2 separate missions. That means that your purchase is going to help people stand up, stand out, and survive. So please join us by shopping at the Community Dare to Care shop. We also just made the deal today, and we're very excited to announce that we also now are one of 25 individuals in the country of the United States who sells sweet sheets, a wonderful brand of sheets that are specially designed and have some pretty amazing. Now, look, let's be honest here. If I were to talk about, thread count and all that other stuff, you'd look at me like, well, probably like you're looking at me now. It's like, well, does this guy even know what he's talking about? No, I don't. They're soft. I know that. So, but and here's one of the things that's going on next month in June. They're going to be $10 off for an entire week. I was just told about that. So every time you make a donation, or every time that you buy some sweet sheets, 20% of your cost is going to come back to us, and of that, we're going to send a donation to the mission of your choice. On top of, a portion is also going to go to Community Dare to Care for the stand-up centers. The stand-up centers are something very important. We're looking to build we're looking to build a building that will house all the things that our donation dens have held in the past: free clothing, free housewares, free furniture, toys, school supplies, stuff like this that gets donated from the public. When it's donated from the public, if it's life critical needs, Community Dare to Care, we do not sell it, we give it away. We feel like that's what we need to do. Nope, Emily, they're called these are stand-ups. The stand-downs are, did I call them stand-down? If I did, I didn't mean to. Stand-downs are what the government does like once or twice a year to help our veterans. They help give them all kinds of things. They're wonderful, wonderful programs. The only problem is they only do them 2 times a year. One of the things about the stand-up centers is we're going to try to offer this at least once a month. More if we can, but it just depends on what we can do. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be asking people to come and help us build these stand-up centers because that's exactly what we're looking to do. We're helping people to stand up. So we are also looking for people to provide services, dental, hygienic, doctor services, to come in and do just checkups for people who need it. I know that here in Colorado, we're going to be working with a group called Christ Clinic, and they're just a group of a group of doctors who work throughout churches in Fort Collins, and we're going to give them another avenue to treat people here in our area. And all of their services are done by donation only. They offer this medical care to individuals who don't normally have a chance to go and see a doctor. These are things that we want to be offering people with our stand downs. You can help us by donating to the stand. I said it there. You can help us by donating to the stand up centers. If you go to Indiegogo and look for a community pay it forward, and it's going to take you right there. We desperately need your help. This is not a cheap endeavor, but what it's going to be is it's going to be very important, because this is going to give us a chance to bring people off of the streets, offer them hope, offer them training, and offer them a way to get things the way they need them. One of the other things that we're going to be offering is donated a place where they can fix their bicycles or their tents or their sleeping bags or their mattresses, air mattresses, with donated items from you, the public. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that one there, you really ought to put on the outside comments. That way everybody can see that one. So, but yeah, so please go to Indiegogo, and you can look up the community pay it forward and help us get these done. We cannot do anything until we get the first $5,000. The first $5,000 is going to get Community Dare to Care. It's going to get us licensed. It's going to get us our 501c3, and it's going to be able to get us to where we can start looking for buildings and moving forward with this plan. It's not an inexpensive plan, but it is a plan of hope. And the greatest thing about it is that we're not going to require anybody to take and join our cult or join our programs or anything like that. This is all going to be volunteers working for people to make sure that good things happen. We're looking for sponsors for a lot of our friends, and I mean, we've got a lot of them right now that need your help. So please, no Kool-Aid. Well, there might be Kool-Aid, but we've got a lot of friends who are looking for some help. These friends include, of course, I've mentioned him already, but we've got Hope Stock coming. Hope Stock is coming July 29th, 30th, and 31st. One of our great friends, Brian Gibson, and they're looking for sponsors. They need your help to get this done. So please make sure that you go and you try to reach out to Brian at projectdiehard.org and or contact them in their email section and say, hey, you know what, we want to be part of your sponsorship. When you do this, we here at the PAC channel, we're going to run a commercial for you through August 31st. We want to do this because it's important. We want to do this because it's really important that you support Brian, because it's really important that you support our veterans. Project Die Hard is one of the groups that we are working with real hard to get FOBs, forward operating bases, put together. And this once again gives our veterans a transition from military to civilian world again after they've been in service of our country. Please remember, only 1% of our country their right hands, and we're losing 35 of those individuals a day. That's 15,000 in a year of a small minority of our public that is taking their own lives. This is a chance for you to stand up and say, we see you, we hear you, we appreciate you, we want to help. We cannot do this without you, so please consider sponsoring Brian with Project Die Hard. ProjectDieHard.org. Go to the website. You can check out what they're doing. Hit them up in the contact us button, and you can find out more on how to sponsor them. And right here on the PAC channel, we're going to up whatever package you get with even if it's just mentioning your name every time the mic goes live, even if it's a 30-minute or 30-second commercial or 1-minute commercial. I don't think I'm going to run a 30-minute commercial for you. Well, I will, but that one, I'm sorry, we're going to have to charge you for something for it. Like $1 at least. Good Lord, 30-minute commercial. I mean, I can't even get past the first 20 minutes of this show without blah, 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 blah. So, but we're here now. And another really important group to community pay it forward is Martyred Angels. Martyred Angels on the 18th of June is having an event. If you're going to be in the Boulder area, Boulder, Colorado, we invite you to come to the Moose Lodge there in Boulder and visit John and find out more about Martyred Angels. If you have a company and you would like to help us out with auction items, we're always looking to support companies who want to support our friends. Auction items are something that really does help us raise a lot of money. And if you'd be willing to send us an auction item, we'd be willing to shout you out for it. Very, very willing to do this. So please, if there are any auction items, tell us exactly who you want them to go to, and we will get you the proper address to send them to, and then we will shout you out from right here at the PAC channel. This Sunday, we are going to be, we have been honored, very honored, invited to join some brand new friends of ours. And I mean, this makes me extremely happy. And we're going to be going to pre-recording an interview here in just a minute that you get to know a little bit more about Veterans Plaza of Northern Colorado. I ended up meeting them on Sunday when we were at another event for Healing Warriors. And unfortunately, it was so windy that we got blown away. Hey, Corinder, how's it going? We've got a special announcement about Corinder here in a minute as well. So, but we were at this event on Sunday, and it was so windy that we ended up having to shut down. It was a 5K, but it was a fun event. It was a great event. Janet does a wonderful job with Healing Warriors. We love Healing Warriors. We do wonderful, wonderful things with them. But when this fat guy starts getting blown around by wind, you know that you got a wind problem. So, and this fat guy was getting blown around by wind. So, what we need is we still need people to help support. Doug, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for tuning in. But Veterans Plaza of Northern Colorado, as we all know, it is Memorial Day. And Mr. Bynum, I would like to say thank you for your service, sir. Please remember to once again thank any vet that you know out there, because without them providing the services that they provided us with, then we would not be able to live the lifestyle that we live. But we've got some great friends who have been with us for a long time, who we really want to say thank you. Once again, that's I'm going to mention JR. I want to mention Brian. Doug here, he is a veteran. He does a wonderful, wonderful job with veterans at Happy Neighborhood Project. So please go and check them out. They're needing, I mean, it's a great place for veterans to meet. It's a great place for veterans to talk to each other. So please, they meet every Wednesday morning at 1 o'clock, I believe. If I've got this right, and I haven't been to one in a while, I think it's 1 o'clock Eastern time. But we'll get that verified here in a minute. But right now, what I want to do is I want to introduce you guys to a wonderful person that I had a chance to sit down with. And this to me is an amazing story. We met a little lady, a beautiful little lady the other day named Doris. We met her at the park for the Healing Warriors. And Doris is this little lady who's sitting out there in this wind. And I mean, she's just kicking this wind's ass. She really is. She's sitting there, wind's coming. Doctor, how's it going, Doc? Love to see you here. Yes, please, let's do reschedule. I'd love to get you on the show again, Doc. So, but we've got, I met, I'm sorry, her name was Dorothy. I met Dorothy the other day, and we kicked up a great conversation. She was telling us about Veterans Plaza and what they do, and I became very intrigued. They offered us a booth to come and sit there and talk to them this weekend, and so we're going to take them up on that offer. And Community Pay It Forward is going to be back out there. But now Veterans Plaza is one of our mission partners. So anytime that you buy something like from our wonderful dollar store, the dollar store that cares a lot more, hint, hint. Any, oh, wait, that's just for Veterans Plaza. So you got to do the other one for the dollar store. But still, go to our dollar store or go to visit any of our partners and you can donate to Veterans Plaza. We're being joined by Dr. Brendan Boston Houston. You can join, you can take in and you can support her wonderful organization as well. There are so many wonderful organizations out there that you can support. I beg you to please go on and look at our mission partners on our website, communitypayitforward.us, communitypayitforward.us, and you can see great organizations like Dr. Hudson's, and you can find out more. But this is Diggs Brown, and he is a really great guy. This was the first chance I'd ever got to meet him, and I'm going to tell you something. I'm looking forward to working with him on Saturday. On this weekend, he's going to tell you about the event that they have coming up this weekend. So please enjoy this interview. This is about 30 minutes long, actually 25 minutes long, but here we go. This is myself with Mr. Diggs Brown of Veterans Plaza, NOCO. Hey everybody, Zach Clayton with Community Pay It Forward. I'm here with Diggs Brown, the founder of Veterans Plaza of Northern Colorado. How you doing, Diggs?
Very well, Zach. Thank you, and thank you for having me on your show.
Hey, it's not a problem. We ran into a very lovely young lady that you have working with you when we were at the event on Sunday for Healing Warriors, and she was telling us what you guys did, and I was enthralled. Why don't you go on ahead and tell the people who are listening what exactly is Veterans Plaza?
Well, the Veterans Plaza is located in Fort Collins, Colorado. And our mission, we actually have a three-pronged mission, but primarily we started out as people may say a memorial, and that's not the correct term. I'd say it's more of a tribute. We are a location at Spring Canyon Community Park, outdoor amphitheater. And what we do is we pay tribute to the veterans who have served our country, past, present, and into the future. That's the first leg of the three-legged stool. Second leg is we have an educational component where we sponsor, for instance, Teresa Funk, who's an author, and she writes children books that talk about World War II and service and sacrifice to the country. I'm one of our speakers, and Billy Thorne. We got a couple others. Roger Bolts, who was a POW at the Hanoi Hilton for 6 years during the Vietnam War. And we go and speak at schools, organizations, businesses, whoever wants to hear a story about what it takes to make a difference in the life of your fellow citizen, serving your country's, selfless service and sacrifice. And the third leg of the stool is that we have a financial component where we help veterans in need with things such as buying groceries, car repair, whatever it may be. And we also support other veterans organizations who may be having trouble raising money. We've been around since 2007 and actually got everything rolling in 2011 after we raised the money, $1 million to build the plaza. And so our mission keeps evolving further and further along. And I think we're a very valuable asset to the veteran community and Northern Colorado.
We're here in Greeley, and my grandfather, his name is on the Greeley Memorial, which is something that every time that I go there, I find his plaque because it means so much to me. My grandfather was in the Pacific during World War II. I also have another grandfather who was in the Otis area, who was a ground medic in France. So I have two grandfathers that were literally in it, and in it heavy. Um, so I love what anybody does when it comes to helping to honor and remember our heroes. What are some of the reactions you get from maybe some of these veterans that might, and this is one of the biggest problems we've been having with lately, maybe some of these veterans who have been having a few, let's say, problems with, well, mental problems.
Mhm.
And you guys do your thing. You guys showed them respect. What is the reaction you get?
I tell you what, we have out at the plaza, out on location, we have, for instance, two large computer monitors, touchscreen monitors, and one continually scrolls the names of veterans who've been nominated to be listed. And we've got veterans from 1775 all the way to people currently serving on this wall. And they will come out and see their name there, and some break down in tears. But the thing about the plaza, for myself, it's very, very gratifying to be able to go out there any given day and see a veteran with maybe his children or his grandchildren, showing them around, saying, "Look, I'm being recognized for my service to the country." And to your point, on Wednesdays we have a luncheon, not a luncheon group, a group of about 13 Vietnam vets who come out and they share lunch out at the plaza, and they talk through their issues. And then at the end of the lunch, they all go to their group therapy over at the vet center. So it's a way to recognize service in these veterans who, for instance, the Vietnam vets who really didn't get a thank you and a welcome home. We take care of that. In fact, every other year we have the traveling Vietnam Wall at the plaza, and that'll be next year. This year we're actually honoring World War II veterans, and I think we're going to have about 30 of them show up. They're becoming rare.
Yes, yeah, that is an unfortunate. That's an unfortunate fact of age, is because the World War II wasn't just a couple years ago anymore. I mean it's creeping up there on 80 plus years. So
Mhm.
um, you have a wonderful event that Community Pay It Forward is going to be taking place, are taking a part in coming up this weekend. Why don't you please go on ahead and explain that, because I think this is fantastic.
Well, thank you very much. Yes, every Memorial Day weekend, I should say, we have a ceremony that honors a different generation of veterans. This year, we're honoring our World War II veterans, and everything kicks off basically Thursday evening. The Breakfast Rotary Club is going to have 500 American flags in the field next to the plaza. And so it will be there Thursday night through Monday afternoon. On Saturday, we're having movie night on the lawn. Like I mentioned, we are an outdoor amphitheater. So we're going to show a very, I guess you could say, GP 13 rated, no blood, no guts. But we're going to show the movie The Longest Day as sort of entertainment, but also as an educational component. And it is suitable for all ages because there is no blood and guts and swearing. It's a very classic movie about the D-Day invasion, and that will start at 8 o'clock p.m. And encourage people to bring a blanket or lawn chairs. We'll have refreshments available out there, and or you can bring your own. The only thing is city parks are no booze and no smoking. Now on Sunday is our ceremony day, and if people are coming out, I would suggest coming out about 11 o'clock for the ceremony. It actually starts at noon, but you want to park close. And so our ceremony will start at noon. We're going to have a flyover at noon. Of course, we'll raise the colors, and we have a veteran from World War II who's going to speak. Very spry guy that he's got a story to tell. It's quite fascinating. And then we'll be adding soils to our Victory Garden, which the Victory Garden is the garden in front of the stage where we have over 200 soils from American battlefields, American installations, and American cemeteries from around the world, military cemeteries. So we've got about 30 30 soils from World War II that we'll be adding. At 1:30, as the ceremony is closing, we have another flyover of vintage World War II aircraft. And then the Wyoming Army National Guard 67th Band is going to be playing, big band is going to be playing the music from the 40s for about an hour. And then we'll have veteran-centric organizations out there with their booths. And of course, you guys are going to be there.
Yep.
So there's something for everybody. There's going to be remote control aircraft, big ones, 12-foot wingspans, B-17 bombers and the like. We're going to have a C-47 fuselage, the old troop transport from the Second World War. We're going to have the fuselage out there so people can see what it's like to actually ride in one of those.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going to have World War II vintage vehicles. There's all sorts of things. There's going to be something for everybody. Food trucks, speakers, good times.
That sounds like so much fun. I am so glad that we were able to connect. We didn't have a chance to do a lot of talking as preparation. I met Dorothy on Sunday. You and I talked briefly yesterday, and here we are today. We're announcing our wonderful partnership with this, to where now Community Pay It Forward is going to be trying to help raise money for everything that you guys are doing. Personal note, that soil thing that you guys are doing gave me goosebumps. Okay, I love that aspect of it. I think that's a wonderful tribute. I think that is just such a wonderful program. And I know that means so much to so many people who no longer have voices, but knowing that part of what they left behind is here in the States. I think that's a great thing. So, but folks, this is kind of the way it works. I want you to join with Community Pay It Forward, Diggs, and everybody from Veterans Plaza, NOCO, by finding this little. You can find it on our website, or you can find it hopefully soon on their website. But you're going to start seeing this. I'm losing my place here, I guess. So that's pretty bad when you're not scripted and you lose your place. So, but you're going to be seeing a lot of these little certificates coming out, because this is how we're going to tell you exactly how this all works. Okay, this is the one for Veterans Plaza. You see that little QR code right there on the form itself. That's the code that you can take and donate directly to Veterans Plaza. You take and you click on that. And as soon as you click on that, it's going to come to this screen here. This is going to pop up. You're going to see the, normally you see the Veterans Plaza logo up here. I don't know why it's not doing it. But when you scroll down a little bit, you'll see this link right here, and you click on that link and you go to every single Community Pay It Forward family partner that when you shop with them, they will donate to organizations like Veterans Plaza. You can simply take a picture of that receipt, or if you get it emailed, just load it right here to where it says Browse Files. Give us your name. If you want to dedicate that receipt and the name of somebody, we give you that opportunity, and your email so we can confirm with you your choices. But all you got to do is take and do that and then hit submit. And then whatever these companies have dedicated to giving to us as a referral fee, we turn around 80% and we give it to wonderful organizations like Mr. Brown and the Veterans Plaza. So we ask you to please make sure that you start looking for all of these out there. You're going to see a lot of them on our booth on Sunday, and then you'll probably see them start popping up at other events that Mr. Brown and his volunteers have. So just make sure that next time you go shopping, you look for our partners and you can support, and we can keep the celebration going for our heroes with people like Diggs here. Diggs, this is not the only thing that you guys do.
Well, we have multiple events out of the plaza and support other organizations with their events also. For instance, every year we have a group called the Veterans Charity Ride that comes through starting in Arizona, and they have motorcycles with sidecars for disabled veterans ride in, and they take them up to Sturgis. And they always stop at Veterans Plaza. We have a big barbecue for them. We put them in a hotel overnight and send them on their way. We help organizations like Health for Our Heroes and Wounded Warriors. I mean, but the thing I want your listeners to understand is we are a nonprofit, and every penny that comes into the Veterans Plaza goes to our mission. There's nobody on the board of directors, nobody in the organization taking a salary. We're 100% volunteers. We're about 80% veterans. We have civilians working with us, and everybody's dedicated to this mission of supporting our veterans and their families.
Well, that's fantastic. I really do. I love what you guys are doing. I love what you guys have started, and I love that we're part of this now. Mm, Why don't we go on ahead and let's just uh, uh, reintroduce what you guys have coming up and give us the hours for everything coming up this weekend.
Okay, first off, I'd like to tell people if they'd like more information to go to our Facebook page, which is Veterans Plaza of Northern Colorado. Unfortunately, our webpage is under reconstruction, so
Uh-oh.
bummer there. But anyway, Facebook, the information's there, and it's going to be in the Coloradoan on their page and so forth. Um, so basically, what we have going on at Spring Canyon Community Park, which is 2626 West Horsetooth Road. So if you're familiar with Fort Collins, you take Horsetooth Road all the way west, and it dead ends at the foothills. You pull into the park, and we're immediately on your left. We're 3 acres on the left. So basically, the Breakfast Rotary Club will have a field of honor of 500 American flags up beginning Thursday, and they'll be there through the end of Monday, Memorial Day the 30th. On Saturday, we will have our information booth out at the plaza all day, and we'll have tours available. But we'll also, Saturday night at 8 o'clock, have a movie on the lawn. We'll be showing the classic, The Longest Day. Sunday is the big day. Uh, Things really start about 10 o'clock in the morning, but if you're coming just for the ceremony, I would say get out there by 11 so you can park close. But the ceremony begins at noon. It will have we have actually have two stunt planes flying over at noon. We'll have our ceremony. We'll have a vintage World War II aircraft flyover at 1:30. We will have uh, all sorts of displays. I'm sorry, I got lost. There's so much going on. But we'll have a big band. It's the Wyoming Army National Guard Big Band will be playing from 1:30 to 2:30. There'll be vendor-centric booths out there. There will be World War II vehicles out there. There'll be some reenactors. We'll have model aircraft, World War II aircraft, large model aircraft, 12-foot wingspan. The C-47 fuselage, so people can see what those old parachute planes were like back in the day. And our keynote speaker is a World War II vet, and this guy, he's got a lot to talk about. So I hope people come out and hear this story. And then on Monday, we call it a day of solitude at the plaza. We really don't have anything going on. It's just a chance for people to come out and have some quiet time and remember their loved ones who have served in the military. Of course, we'll have our information booth there and tour guides if people would like a tour. So beginning Thursday and ending Monday evening, there's always something to do at the plaza.
This is a weekend of remembrance. This is a weekend to remember those who have not just lost their lives. Let's remember that. There's a lot of people who lost a lot of things going over and serving and coming back, and things were different for them. So it doesn't matter, living or dead. Let's make sure that we do an extra good job this year, and let's reach out to our vet. Reach out to a vet and let them know, hey, we all know, every single one of you guys know I'm going to bring this up. We all know that we've got a terrible, terrible suicide situation that's going on in the country, including our veterans. With the numbers being what they are, there is a possibility of losing up to 15,000 of our veterans this year to suicide. We need to, this is one of those organizations that can help us slow that down. Are we ever going to come to an end? Not if we don't try. But what we can do is we can get started. And right now with me is Mr. Diggs Brown of Veterans Plaza of NOCO. This is the kind of organization that we're looking to work with because they do such wonderful things to honor our veterans. And once again, you can support Veterans Plaza by simply clicking on this little thing right here on your phone. Just hit that QR code, add that to your home screen. Every time you shop, if you hit that with one of our partners, a portion of your proceeds, a portion of your sales can go to Veterans Plaza. You don't have to spend any extra money. Please understand this. You make a purchase, you make a donation. That's all it is. We're not going to ask you for extra money. So this is money you've already spent. It's money you're not going to miss, but it's going to do a lot of good. So, Mr. Brown, I want to thank you so much for joining us. This was such a great, this is such a great honor to me because, like I said, this came together rather quickly, and I love being invited to take part in things like this. I truly do enjoy doing everything we can for our veterans. And this gives us a chance to really go out there and meet some great people. And I'll tell you this: if you got, I'm looking for this. There's a young man who goes to the PAM Vet breakfasts with healing or with veterans honoring veterans, who was in 3 of the conflicts. I believe he was in 3 of the conflicts. And this guy, he was in World War II, Korea, and I think the tail end of, or the very beginning of Vietnam. But this is just spry, and he moves around better than I do. And he's 99 years old. So I know that through our friends from Veterans Honoring Veterans, I get to go to PAM Vet every once in a while and get to meet them. So I know that I'm looking forward to meeting some more of our heroes and making sure that we get to do this last thing with not this last thing, but this for them.
Absolutely. And one of the things I'd like to add, and speak of the World War II veterans who we are honoring this year, if you're coming and you have a World War II veteran in your family, you have a photo, please bring that with you, because at one point during the ceremony, we're going to ask you to hold up that photo and recognize that veteran who served, selflessly served. And the other thing about our World War II generation, the greatest generation, is the sacrifices were not only made on the battlefield, the families at home, having their loved ones gone for 4 or 5 years, rationing, doing whatever they could. It's probably the last time our country has ever been that united in a common cause. And that you just cannot thank that generation enough.
You truly can. And if you really think about it, when like you put it, this was the last time we as a country we were together. And unfortunately most of us were not even there. We've never seen a country like that, which is one of the reasons why, with your help, anybody who's out there listening, with the help of Mr. Brown and his organization, with the help of everyone else that we work with, we can get back there. All we got to do is remember one thing, okay? There's one race in this world, and that's the human race.
Yes.
So make sure we start taking care of each other again. So, Diggs, I want to thank you again for joining us for this packed show. This is our we're recording this on I guess it is Tuesdays. I was like, for some reason I was slipping back to Monday. I claim head injury quite often, but see, the truth is I wasn't that smart to begin with. So
Come on.
head injury is just only part of my problem. But I want to thank you so much for what you're doing. I want to thank you so much for the invitation to come and join you. And I also want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing us to be part of what you guys are doing. And I really hope that this is a long, prosperous, successful partnership that we're going to have, where we get to honor everyone who deserves to be honored. And who is that everyone? Anyone who ever wore the fatigues. They deserve to be told thank you. So, but thank you, sir, for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, Zach. I really appreciate it. Everybody have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend.
And thank you. Remember, come out and join us this weekend. You are going to see this recording quite often for the next couple days. You're going to see it throughout the weekend because there's stuff going on all weekend long. So make sure if you're in the Fort Collins area, you come on up to the park. Can you give us the name of that park one more time, please?
It's Spring Canyon Community Park. The address is 2626 West Horsetooth Road. Basically, take Horsetooth Road as far west as you can go. It dead ends right at the park.
And if your GPS is telling you to hop on Horsetooth or hop on what's that? Oh God, what's the road? Harmony, right? No. Is it Harmony south of there?
Yes, it is. The problem with GPSs, might as well tell people this now. Sometimes if you put in west, abbreviated W, Horsetooth Road, GPSs take you to the east side of town. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, you know what it did to us? It took us up on close to Horsetooth Mountain.
Oh man.
So yeah. So yeah, my fiance, my father, and I this last weekend we're like going, there's nothing going on up here.
Oh man. Yeah, so, just remember the end of Horsetooth Road. Just get on Horsetooth, go west, and we're right there where it stops.
And what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to link the map to where you can take and pull up this video and hit that link and put it in your GPS and it'll take you right to it. So once again, Mr. Brown, thank you so very much for joining us. Congratulations on everything that you're doing. What a wonderful, wonderful program. I wish you all the best, and I look forward to meeting you on maybe Saturday, but definitely Sunday.
Thank you, Zach, and thank you to your listeners.
Thank you, sir. So that was Mr. Diggs Brown. Kind of weird calling him Diggs. It almost sounds like you're calling somebody the last name, but that was Mr. Diggs Brown of Fort Collins, right here in northern Colorado. I did get verification that now that it is the veterans, and let's see, it's the veterans and the ability group now meet together. And that's Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern. Once again, that's Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern. So please, and that's at HNP. So please, if you're a veteran or if you're a business owner who supports veterans or people with special needs and abilities, please make sure that you go and check out HNP. And you can meet my great friend, Doug Bynum, who was kind enough to join us today. Folks, we got a packed show tonight. You're going to watch that video one more time tonight. I have a strange feeling that I'm going to play that again, but we've got a couple other guests. We've got somebody who's going to be joining us and talking to us about nutrition, and we've got a great friend of the show, Zita, is going to be here talking about Zita's Healthy Beginnings. And Michelle Sugiyama is also going to be joining us. What she does is she engages and inspires and empowers clients and corporate employees to move towards their best self. So we're really looking forward to this. Please remember to love somebody out there because somebody out here loves you. Always remember that money rules the world, but you know what? You can change the world by simply offering an offer to somebody. If you got a hoodie that don't fit, if you got a pair of shoes that don't fit you anymore, throw them in your vehicle. Give them to somebody who's struggling with the elements. If you got some food that you're not eating, just hit the microwave, throw it in an old butter, or if you're a fat guy like me, an old whipped cream bowl, throw it in there, put it in your car, take it out to somebody who's struggling with food. Folks, nobody has to go it alone when we all come together. My name is Zach Clayton. I've been joined today by my co-producers, Emily Golmer and Sarah Goodall. We would like to tell you thank you for joining us, and please remember next Friday. This show is moving to its new permanent time and place. It's going to be Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Mountain, and that is going to be the new home for community impact. So thank you for joining us today. Join me again tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern for PACT. Thank you.